Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you step-by-step how to start a car blog. So be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell so that you're notified when I upload a brand new video. So these are the steps that we're going to take today to go from nothing to an actual car blog. So make sure you watch this entire video. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about what a car blog is, and we're going to use some examples. We're going to pick a genre or a niche, and then we're going to make sure that we niche down because this is going to be important to start getting some traction. After that, we're going to pick a platform and a domain name. I'm going to talk a little bit more about what those are in just a moment, but you can learn more by clicking the first link in the description about picking a platform and getting a domain name for free and why that's important. After that, we are going to install WordPress. WordPress is what we're going to use to actually create our content or our blog post. We're going to install a WordPress theme, which I'll talk about in just a moment, and then some important changes that you absolutely have to make in order to get discovered by Google and other search engines. After that, we're going to talk about writing, and I'm actually going to show you how to write just a little bit. And then after that, we are going to talk about different ways that you can make money, why you should share your content on social media in the very beginning, and then getting to the writing. Again, click the first link in the description to learn a little bit more about getting your domain name and getting your actual WordPress website set up. So let's go ahead and talk about first things first. What is an actual car blog? Basically, you are going to find different topics within the car niche or the car topic space, and you're going to create content. So here's an example. This is autoblog.com. It's a blog about cars. And if you look, they have done keyword research to find relevant content or relevant information about cars. So if you look at this, they are talking about all sorts of stuff. Now, this is a larger website, and so they can actually talk a little bit about everything. What I recommend that you do in the very beginning is to niche down. Now, basically what niching down means is instead of just talking about very basic high-level stuff, for example, they're talking about both cars and trucks and SUVs, what I recommend that you do, first things first, is you're going to pick a subtopic. For example, maybe you're going to focus just on sports cars or luxury vehicles. Within that, you probably want to focus on one or two main manufacturers. Maybe focus on Ford in the very beginning. The reason being is when you talk about very, very niche down topics, you're going to be speaking to a smaller audience, and it's going to offer you more options and more opportunity to start generating some traffic. For example, we jump over to a keyword research tool called Ahrefs, and we type in car. It's going to be very, very competitive. So I type in car, hit enter. As you can see, it is super hard. Now, this keyword difficulty is a score between 0 and 100. The closer you get to 100, the more competitive it's going to be. So what we want to do, if we click on matching terms, we're going to see there are tons of keywords and searches per month of people looking for information about cars. So if we look, there are over 91 million searches per month, 15 million plus keywords. And what you can do is you can actually use this as different subtopics for your car. So for example, you could look up you could create content about car wash near me. I wouldn't recommend that if you're starting a blog, but that's something that you could do. So instead of just typing car, we're going to go back over to our keyword explorer here, and we're going to type in, let's say Ford. We're going to type in Ford, and we're going to click on search. As you can see, Ford is still very difficult. Maybe we want to type in Ford Mustang, and you can see it's not as difficult. So we click on matching terms once again, and you're going to see a list of keywords that you could potentially rank on. For example, the 2019 Ford Mustang. Now, because it's still relatively recent, people might be looking up the 2019 Ford Mustang for maybe repair, maybe recalls, new information. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over to overview. You see that it's hard. We're going to paste that in, we're going to hit enter, and you can see it's much easier to rank for. We're going to click on matching terms once again, and we're going to see there are a ton of keywords, 52,000 monthly searches, 3,000 keywords, and you could write on any of these and potentially start getting traffic. Now, again, you probably want to niche down 2019 Ford Mustang GT and talk about different aspects of that car. So that's what I mean. If I jump back over here to my slide deck, that's what I mean when I talk about picking a niche or picking a genre and then niching down. The next thing that you want to do is you want to pick a platform. Now, your platform is simply where you're going to put your website. Now, I recommend that you use web hosting, something like Bluehost. That'll be the first link in the description. The reason why I recommend Bluehost is it's very easy for beginners. Now, if I just expand this just a second here. Now, web hosting, just a little bit about web hosting. I don't want this to get too technical, but web hosting is basically you're going to rent a storage space for your website to live from a third-party company, and that company is called Bluehost. And when you first sign up, you'll pay like $3.95 per month or so, and you'll actually get your domain name for free. Now, your domain name is how your visitors are going to refer to your website. For example, this site right here, autoblog.com, is the domain name. You want a domain name that is relevant to your car niche or car blog. There's two ways to think about this. One, you can have a very high level general like car.com type of domain name, or you may want to have a domain name that's narrowly focused. For example, you could have 2019 Mustang blog.com. Now, you got to be careful when it comes to copyrights and trademarks, but that's just an example. So what you're going to do is you're going to click the first link in the description. You're going to get your domain name. Once you get your domain name, you're going to go through the process. I believe, like I said, it's about $3.95 per month or so. And you're going to sign up and go through the process of signing up. Once you sign up, you are going to install WordPress. Now, the cool thing with Bluehost, and the reason why I recommend it for beginners, is they're going to have a button called a one-click install. They're actually going to do the work of installing WordPress on your web hosting site for you. So it probably takes about 10 or 15 minutes to go through the process of signing up and installing WordPress. Once you get WordPress installed, you are going to have a back office that looks just like this. This is the back office of my website, webhostingrewind.com. And so before we even get started writing a single blog post, we've got to do a few things. One, we've got to change some settings, which are very important, which I mentioned earlier. And two, we want to install a WordPress theme. Now, a WordPress theme is how the website looks and feels. For example, if I go to webhostingrewind.com, the way that this website looks, as beautiful or ugly as you may think, is how the website looks. Now, what we can do is we can go over to a website like ThemeForest and we can buy a premium theme and install that on our website so it actually looks a little bit better. What we're going to do is we're just going to type in car here, and you're going to see there are all sorts of WordPress themes that you can download. So what you're going to do is you're going to find one that you like. You could use this one right here. You're going to click on this and you're going to buy it. Once you buy it, you're going to download it to your computer. And when you download it to your computer, you're going to jump back over to your web hosting platform, so the back office of your website, and you're going to go to Appearance. You're going to go to Themes. When you get to Themes, you are going to click on Add New Theme. And when you click on Add New Theme, you're going to click on Upload Theme. And you're simply going to either drag and drop that zip drive that downloaded to your computer, or you're going to click on Choose File, find where that file was located, probably in the Downloads folder, and you're going to open it up. Now, I do want to note that what may happen when you when you buy something from ThemeForest is you're going to have to unpack that initial zip drive. When you unpack that initial zip drive, it's going to give you another zip drive. You're going to want to make sure you move that zip drive into your WordPress theme. And you're simply going to click on Activate, and then your WordPress theme will look different. So it'll actually probably look a little bit like the one that you found over here. And so now that you have your WordPress theme installed, the next thing that you simply want to do is you want to change a few settings. Now, these are very important that you get them changed so that you can actually get discovered on search engines and find the level of success that you're looking for. So the first thing that we want to do is go down to Settings, go to General. When you go to General, you want to change the site title. So this could be like your 2019 blog, mustangblog.com, and then the tagline is the #1 spot for all things 2019 Mustangs and beyond. So that's going to be your site name, your tagline. Don't change your URL or your site address. You want to keep those as is. Next thing you want to do is go down to your time zone and change it to your time zone. The final thing is to make sure you click Save. After that, we're going to click on Writing. You don't really need to fix anything in here. After that, Reading. This is very, very important. First, you want to make sure that your homepage is set to your latest post. After that, you want to make sure that your search engine visibility is unchecked. Do not check this. If you check it, your website will not be discoverable to Google, Yahoo, Bing, DuckDuckGo, and you won't get any traffic and you won't make any sales or make money if that's what your goal is. So make sure that you make those changes, click on Save, and then move on to permalinks, another very important step here. And by default, your permalinks are set to plain. We want to change those to post name. Now, if we go back over here and we just click on one of their blog posts, as you can see, they have their post name the same as their heading. We want to do this too so that we can optimize our website and our posts to be discoverable, because when people come to the internet, they're going to type in 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe Cruise, and you want your website to show up towards the top so that people click on it. And the way to do that is to go back over here and make sure that you have it and post name. If you don't do that, you're going to struggle to get leads and sales and views. So we're going to click on save. And then the next step is simply to go over and start writing. Now to start writing, you want to go to post, and then you want to click on add new. Now this is very important. Make sure that you add a new post and not a new page. So we're going to click on add new. All right, so the title of your post, you want to be search engine optimized. You're going to hear the word search engine optimize or SEO often when you start a blog. Now to do that, you're simply going to find the keywords that you found over here on Ahrefs, or when you manually search to Google, and you're simply going to, let's copy this right here, copy this, and we are going to paste it right here, just like this auto blog did, because they're doing the exact same thing. We're going to come back over here and we're going to make sure that this is capitalized, Ford Mustang, and then you want to add something that might get your target audience's attention. We could say 2019 Ford Mustang, everything you need to know, or something like that. And you're simply just going to go through and you're going to write. And when you're writing a blog post, the common question is how long should a blog post be? But the answer is it depends. It depends on the other content that's out there. It depends on the question that's being answered or asked. So you should only make your blog post as long as it needs to be. Don't make a 4,000 word blog post when it can be 1,000 or 2,000 words. So go through, and what I like to do when I'm writing my blog post, I like to do who, what, when, where, why. Who, what, when, where, why, how. And so I like to write these down before I even start writing a sentence, just because it helps me with the brainstorming phase. So who might be interested in 2019 Ford Mustangs? Possibly owners, people that are looking to maybe sell it. Go through, answer those questions, and it'll help fill out your blog post. So you're going to go through, you're going to write it, and then you're just going to click on publish. When you publish it, it will be live for the world to see. So now that we have covered that, let's talk about, so we've made the changes, we started writing. Let me just expand this here real quick. All right, so important, started writing, and then the next step is simply to think about money. How are you going to monetize this site? And there are a number of ways to monetize it depending on the niche that you select. For example, you could be an affiliate for AutoZone. And being an affiliate basically means you're an affiliate marketer for a company. And you're simply going to recommend or sell other people's products and services. For example, like I said, you could become an affiliate for AutoZone. If you are talking about the 2019 Ford Mustang, being an affiliate for the AutoZone might be a good idea because they might be looking for replacement parts. There are tons of affiliate programs out there. You can just type in car affiliate program, hit enter, and you're going to see there are a ton of car affiliate programs that are out there. Find one that is related to your website and apply. You simply just fill out some information, apply, you'll get accepted or rejected. Another way that you can make money is simply placing ads on your website. If we go back over to this website here, this ad right here for the stinger, it is actually an ad that this website owner will get paid in the event someone clicks the link. Now, there are tons of ad agencies out there, but there are different requirements. If you wanted to just get started, you could go to Google AdSense, and this is an ad company ran by Google. Now, they're not going to pay you a lot, but they're going to be one of the few that accept you with absolutely no page views, as long as you have some content on your site. Now, as your site gets larger, let's say 10,000 views per month, 5,000 views per month, you can start looking at other sites like Ezoic or AdThrive or Media.net. You want to make sure that you go to and apply to those and get approved, go through the process, and you can start making some more money. You can also make money selling your own physical and digital products. Maybe you are a small business and you do custom pinstripes or something like that. You can take orders right on your website, and then you can actually make sales that way. There's a number of ways to make money, and those are just the top 3 or 4. And then let's go back over to our thing here. So next, after we figure out how we're going to make money, we're going to share this on social media. Now, it's vitally important that you share this on social media when you're first getting started, simply because Google is not going to push your new blog out for a number of weeks. So you could actually share your new blog to Reddit As long as you find approved subreddits, you can create a Facebook group, you can share it on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, really anywhere. And just know that your friends and family probably aren't going to be the ones that actually read your blog until it's really successful, but other people from around the world will do it. So it's important that you share it on social media. You'll just get the link and share it out. Also, you want to make sure that you write. I recommend writing 50 blog posts. So write one blog post every day or every other day until you can get to 50. If you get to 50, you're going to see what's working and what isn't working. Also, if you want to get started, make sure that you click the link in the description to start your website today. Hey, this was Web Hosting Rewind. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.